to today's mid-market or midday NGX trading update. I do this about 12 noon. Midday is 12:30, but I need to record, and it takes a while for you record and it's checked and all that. That probably takes somewhere between 10 to 15 minutes to do and all that. So let's get right into it. How is the market today? We start with the index. Let's start for a change with the gainers, losers, most actively traded by volume and value. In some ways, this seems like a repeat of yesterday, especially on the volume side of things. FCMB trading large volumes, 285 million shares. I've lost count, but I mean, if you take the last three trades, today, yesterday, the day before yesterday, this firm has probably traded over 800 million shares. So the question that I keep asking, and I will continue to ask, we need to know who's buying and who's selling. Granted, the volume or the quantum of shares aren't significant enough to go by the usual rules. I think those are 5% or more, but this is still a huge volume. So I think those rules, maybe we need to start changing those rules. When you're having huge block trades, or say maybe 100 million, 200 million, 500 million, we need to have these firms notifying the NGX so investors can know who's buying and who's selling. To the gainer side, some of the usual names we've seen: NCR up 9.68%. Morrison, that's weird. Hardly see Morrison on the charts, any side of the charts, up 9.94%. Nigerian NRML were up almost 10%. Essentially, the top five gainers are up almost 10%. FTN Cocoa up 10%. Airtel Africa up 10%. Nigerian NML were up 9.97%. That's 10%. While Morrison and NCR are both up over 9%. On the losing side of things, you have Better Glass down 10%, Total Energies down 10%, Okomu down 10%, Triple G down 10%. I'm working on a Triple G episode, so by the time you listen to this, very likely I would have finished recording it on Spotify. A big shout out to Gladys. Gladys is a top supporter of the YouTube channel, so she'd say, hey, what do you think about this and all that? I say, look, I haven't done anything on Triple G, but there's some time, so let me see if I can do a quick Spotify episode. So that should be up sometime today. Thank you, Gladys, for always supporting the channel. Transpower down 10%. What else do we have in terms of value? Aradel with 22.1 billion shares traded. FCMB 3 billion shares traded. GTCO 1.4 billion. Zenith 922 million. Owando a distant fifth with 286 million. Now let's look at some of the individual names. Let's start with the premium side of things. MTN is my first port of call. What do we have? 416 bid, 416.8 offered. So rather tiny spread between both. Let's see. Zenith Bank is the sell pressure. What do we have? 65.9 bid, 65.95 offered. So really tiny spreads. 14.4 million shares traded so far in Zenith Bank. MTN very likely will close flat as usual, 257,000 shares traded so far. A lot of those shares, I mean, you can see on my right, I mean, what do you see on the MTN side? That's 11 units just traded so far. And all that. I know there used to be somewhere you could filter out the actual trades of that. Maybe I'll do that in a standalone video sometime tomorrow. Who knows? I'm actually considering, I might decide to do a last minute close video. Maybe I'll do that every month now and then, but I think out with it. I am tinkering with a couple of things. So that's MTN. Let's look at the other players in the space. Looking mostly green here. What do we have? Better Class. Let's see the volume order summary. On full offer, very likely the stock. So if you probably put in a 436 bid, it may go, because full offer means nobody wants to buy. CAP interesting. What do we have? 63.5 bid, 64.95 offered. Reference price, which is the last price it closed at yesterday, 65. So strong bids. Net bid, actually. Net bid is when you have more bids and offers. So 601 bids, 171,000 bids, 171,000 shares offered. So very likely that stock you'd have more 64.95 trades um, going through. What else is interesting here? Dangote Sugar. Saw a research report that had me nodding my head. I was shaking my head rather. I mean, I don't honestly. I want haste to, in fact, let's not even talk about it. But if you're in the single community, you know what I'm talking about. I just don't understand how the ways. I mean, uh, I don't know, man. So let's look at Dangote Sugar. 57.25 bid, 58 offered. Spread is a bit tiny. Stock very likely would close flat depending on the shape of the trades we've had so far. 249, essentially 250,000 shares traded so far. What else? GTCO, Guinea. GTCO, that's huge volumes. What do we have? 92.2 bid, 92.4 offered, spread of 20 cover, tiny spread. So I think this is pretty much it. Is there anything else I find interesting? Okay, USCN. USCN has been well, I'd say it's range trading. So what do you have? Stock closed flat at 73 because you have lots. Oh, sorry about that. That's the thing about markets. You have to constantly look at the numbers. Seen a large number of Fidelity Bank trades. Are they significant enough? I don't think so. Let me go to Fidelity Bank and let's see. That's a large number of trades. I mean, it might not show on the charts, but that's the thing about looking in markets. You want to always look. The numbers, volumes may not be significant enough to show on the charts, but they may be significant for the movement of that stock. So what do we have? 20.55 bid for Fidelity, 20.60 offered, 7.8 million shares traded so far. To the premium side of things, not much. Okay, Dangote's MTN shares down 414.5. So I think this is pretty much about it. Let's see, growth. The two stocks here, or maybe three stocks I'm keeping an eye on, McNichols, Recure, and Tip. Tip seems to be range trading, just dipping a bit below. I mean, 11.97 bid at 12 naira offered. So that's a spread of less than 3 kobo. Or what do you call 0.03? Is that 3 kobo? I think so. Yeah. Let's see McNichols. McNichols is in the sugar space, while Tip is in the waste management space. 3.65 bid for McNichols, 3.78 offered, net offer. So very likely the bidders will have the day. Yes. Yep, pretty much about it. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you at market close. From tomorrow, just to note, the daily market summary videos will be going out by 8 p.m. from tomorrow. So for today, you have it at 6 p.m. and then from tomorrow, to go at 8 p.m. So that gives me enough time to incorporate any announcements or things that may happen, off-market trades and all that. So I'll see you at 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Have yourselves a good rest of the day. But before we go, what's the index doing? 0.22. So the index measures average performance of stocks. It's up 0.22% as of now. That's 0.22. I wish I had a stylus pen with me. It's back above the 140,000 mark. So this is a key mark. If we close here, it's a key from a technical standpoint. So that is pretty much about it. I see nothing else that's major. I can dip into here. Let's just check the NGX corporate disclosure page if there's anything we need to know. I saw the university press forecast. I'll talk about that tomorrow. So that's pretty much about it. I see you at market close. Have a good rest of the day.